Tonight, new answers about how authorities track the suspect after a murder at the 360 condos in downtown Austin.
26-year-old Matthew Bacon is charged and in custody tonight. He's charged with first-degree murder in the death of 36-year-old David Villarreal.
July 13th, 2:19 in the morning. That's when a surveillance camera captured these pictures of David Villarreal and Matthew Bacon arriving at the 360 condos where Villarreal lived. After his arrest, authorities say Bacon confirmed that he met Villarreal at the Rain Bar in downtown Austin and went home with him. Bacon told them that once upstairs he noticed David's belongings, including an iPhone, iPad, and other items, and he hatched up a plan. The arrest affidavit said that Bacon found a hammer under the kitchen sink and hid the tool beneath the couch. Bacon later retrieved the hammer and forcefully struck David in the back of the head several times. The affidavit goes on to say that afterwards Bacon retrieved a knife from the kitchen and cut Villarreal's throat to finish him off. Police say Bacon left the 360 condos at 4:04 in the morning. He returned less than an hour later driving a red two-door car. They say he left the condos at 6:25 a.m. carrying a suitcase filled with the stolen electronics. On July 21st, investigators determined that a call from Villarreal's stolen iPhone was made from a home north of Austin in Harker Heights. They learned later that a family friend purchased the phone from a man staying at the Knights Inn in Belton. Authorities determined that Bacon had rented a room there using David Villarreal's credit card. Credit card charges were also made in the town of Hearn. A woman in possession of that card said she got it from a man claiming to be David Villarreal. Authorities were still looking for David Bacon on Wednesday of this week when they learned he had been arrested on a drug charge at a gas station in West Monroe, Louisiana. Authorities there say once he was in custody, Bacon quickly admitted to committing all of the crimes.
The night out before Villarreal would wind up dead started with a good time out with friends. KXAN's Angie Bevan talked to friends of Villarreal, and she's live in downtown Austin with more. Angie?
Well, Leslie, David Villarreal was with some of his closest friends that Friday night. They were having dinner at one of the restaurants at the bottom of the 360 condominium building. Now, we met with some of those friends here tonight and talked to them, and they tell us while the arrest in David's murder is somewhat of a relief, the details are still disturbing. It all started with a typical Friday night in downtown Austin. David Villarreal was out with friends, going to some of their favorite bars and clubs.
We went to dinner, not unusual at all for us. Then we went down the street to Rain and then to Castro's next door, just doing our typical circuit around the bars.
What I remember, David was in a great mood that night. He was really happy.
But that was the last time Bradley and Aaron or anyone would spend with him.
Once you realized that someone was killed and their possessions were sold for, $250, and it's just heart-wrenching knowing that you're never going to get that person back, that person would have literally given their stuff away if they'd known that was what they wanted.
Bradley and Aaron say they initially found closure in the arrest of Matthew Bacon, but as they learned more details about what happened, they grew more angry.
This was an unnecessary, unjust, offensive act of violence to someone who is nothing but good. And for what, stuff, iPod, iPad.
They say David was truly someone who looked out for everyone.
And I know everybody says it, but he was the best person I knew. Every decision that he made was out of fairness for everyone around him.
Friends of Villarreal's tell us they were planning a vigil this coming Monday, which would mark 2 weeks since David was found. They say now that there's been an arrest, they're still planning an event. They want it to be more of a memorial, and they plan on doing it somewhere here outside of the 360 building. Reporting live in downtown Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
Thanks, Angie. You can take an in-depth look at this case yourself. We've posted the court affidavit online. Just head on over to our website, kxan.com. Click on our top story, and that's where you'll find the link.